Welcome back. It is Sunday sit-down time. With us now is KTGR's radio host, Andy Humphrey. You can catch him on the big show, 4 to 6, Monday through Friday. But on this Sunday night, you get to hang out with us. Thanks so much for coming on the show, Andy.
Hey, appreciate you having me, Andrew, always.
So the Mizzou basketball game was wild last night. I'm curious, are you more impressed with the comeback or more concerned with the amount of points that the Tigers gave up? Second straight game going up 80+. That's the first time that's happened all season.
Yeah, it's almost, I don't want to make it a cop-out answer. It can kind of be a combination of both. I was very surprised with how it happened because Mizzou's team, they're not designed to win games like that. They're not designed to shoot their way back from an 11-point deficit with under 4 minutes to go with the three-pointers. They just aren't a very good three-point shooting team. And I thought we saw the clutch gene of Xavier Pinson really come out. We saw how valuable he can be when he is really feeling it. And we saw how valuable Jeremiah Tillman can be just as a steady presence down low. He didn't lose himself in those sorts of situations. But, a surprising victory. Definitely, it's one of those, I'll say, kind of sigh of relief games where if you lost it, you're definitely looking at that as probably one of your worst losses of the season. But you kind of sigh afterwards and say, oh, well, I'm glad we got that one.
Switching gears to baseball, the Cardinals had a very quiet offseason and then all of a sudden making a splash, reportedly with trading for Nolan Arenado from the Colorado Rockies. Is this the biggest deal in baseball history, or what do you think of this trade?
I'm sure if you ask some Cardinals fans, they would definitely say so. It's a deal that they had been waiting for almost basically a year now. There were talks last year that they could possibly get Arenado before spring training, but it didn't really materialize until now. It's a good deal for the Cardinals. It was a tough contract to kind of take on for Nolan Arenado. He was owed nearly $200 million from the Rockies over the rest of his contract. The Rockies are going to kick in some money to try and not pay as much as they would usually have to pay for him to be on their team. The Cardinals, I think, are getting a pretty good deal here. They're solidifying the corners of their infield. My gosh, 5 years ago, if you had said that Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado were going to be on the same infield diamond, you would think that is a championship contending team.
So let's get to the big game, the Super Bowl 55 coming up on Sunday in Tampa Bay. Chiefs and Bucks. What's your favorite storyline headed into the Chiefs' second straight trip to the Super Bowl?
I mean, it could go a lot of different ways. I think the way that Patrick Mahomes has started his career is one of the more remarkable things that we have really witnessed over the last few. So I like following the storyline of him trying to become one of the greatest ever against the guy that you could probably say right now is unequivocally number one in that category in Tom Brady. So I know the national pundits have talked about it all week long, but I think there is truth to the fact that if someday Patrick Mahomes wants to call himself the greatest player of all time, this is a game he has to win. He has to beat the greatest ever to be the greatest ever. So I like following that storyline quite a bit.
Yeah, especially after what happened in that AFC Championship game 2 years ago. I have to imagine that this game means a lot for Mr. Mahomes. Quickly now at the end, what's your prediction? I know it's early. Still a lot can happen with the COVID-19 pandemic. You just never know until kickoff. But what do you think is going to happen next Sunday?
I think it'll be close. I don't know if it'll be kind of a grinded out game. I think both quarterbacks could have a nice day in this one. I think it'll be close. Right now, I'm convincing myself Chiefs by 5. I don't want to put an actual number on the scoreboard just yet, but I'll formulate that a little bit later. But right now, I say that the Chiefs have a pretty good edge, and right now they've got the most dangerous player in the entire NFL. So I can't go against that.
Well, you and Matt Michaels are a dangerous duo as well, hosting the big show 4 to 6 Monday through Friday on KTGR. Always enjoy listening to the show and appreciate having you on our show tonight.
Hey, appreciate it, Andrew. Thanks, man.
All right, we'll be right back after this.